Hey everyone, welcome back to the Deep Dive. You know how much we love diving deep into the world of TechRed.
Absolutely. Always exciting to uncover those hidden gems.
Well, today we're doing things a little differently.
How so?
Think mini deep dive. Under 5 minutes, perfect for those on the go. We're talking Tendermint developers.
Yes, the masterminds behind some incredible blockchain projects.
Exactly, and maybe you're building a dApp, maybe you've got a new blockchain project brewing, or maybe you're just curious about this specialized skill set. Whatever brings you here, we're breaking it down. By the way, massive shout out to theperfectdeveloper.com for their insights. They're the authority when it comes to tech hiring.
Couldn't agree more. Their resources are invaluable.
So let's get to the good stuff. What do Tendermint devs actually do? How are they different from your everyday blockchain gurus? And let's be real, what about those salaries? Everyone wants to know. Oh, and before I forget, quick call to action. Head over to theperfectdeveloper.com and try the 5 questions. Seriously, it's a game changer for defining your ideal dev.
It really is. Streamlines the whole process. But back to Tendermint. It's not just another blockchain. It's known for its unique consensus mechanism. Byzantine fault tolerance, ever heard of it?
BFT. Rings a bell. Something about making blockchains super secure.
Spot on. It allows for building robust blockchains, even if parts of the network go haywire. Pretty impressive stuff.
Okay, so we've got this BFT thing making Tendermint unique. And that means devs working with it need a particular set of skills.
Definitely not your average blockchain dev. They're deep into Tendermint Core, the Cosmos SDK, you name it. They live and breathe BFT consensus.
So it's like you wouldn't hire a plumber to rewire your house. You need the right specialist.
Yeah.
What are some of those key responsibilities then for a Tendermint dev?
Well, it's all about designing and implementing blockchain protocols, building decentralized applications, ensuring network security. Oh, and can't forget about smart contract development. It's a pretty diverse skill set.
So not just coding monkeys. These are architects, security experts, the whole package.
Yeah.
Sounds like a high-demand, high-pressure gig. And we all know what that means.
Big bucks.
You got it. Spill the tea. What kind of numbers are we talking here?
Let's just say their expertise doesn't come cheap. Entry level, you might be looking at 70 to 100,000 annually. But for those seasoned pros, north of 200,000 wouldn't be unheard of.
Whoa, that's serious coin. But I imagine location plays a role too, right? Like Silicon Valley versus, I don't know, somewhere in the Midwest.
For sure. North America, especially those tech hubs, tends to command the highest salaries. But don't forget about remote work. It's a game changer, opening up possibilities for both companies and devs all over the world.
Global talent pool, that's smart. But I was reading on theperfectdeveloper.com that because Tendermint is still relatively niche, finding the right people can be a real headache. Like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, it's a tight market, no doubt. Competition is fierce. So you've got to be proactive, think outside the box.
I like that. Thinking outside the box. So what's the game plan then for those ready to take the plunge and hire a Tendermint dev? What should they be thinking about?
Well, first off, go global. Don't limit yourself.
Makes sense. Cast a wide net. What else?
Competitive packages are key, of course.
Right.
Attract the best with the best. And think about training opportunities. Maybe you widen that search by upskilling your existing team.
Right. Invest in your people.
Yeah.
I like it. So basically you're saying hiring a Tendermint developer, it's not as simple as just throwing up a job ad and hoping for the best.
Exactly. You've got to have a strategy, understand the market, know what you're looking for.
Do your homework. And it's not just about technical skills, right?
Oh, absolutely not. Soft skills are just as important.
Can they communicate effectively? Are they a team player? Can they handle the pressure cooker of blockchain development?
All critical questions. You need someone who's not just technically brilliant, but also a good fit for your company culture. Finding that balance, that's the sweet spot.
It's like finding a unicorn, a tech-savvy unicorn who plays well with others.
Pretty much. And that's why those resources from theperfectdeveloper.com are so valuable. They help you navigate this complex world of tech hiring and find that perfect match.
Couldn't agree more. Their insights can be a real lifesaver. So, to sum it up, finding a Tendermint developer, it's a journey, not a sprint.
You need to be prepared, you need to know what you're looking for, and you need to be ready to invest in the right talent.
And it all starts with understanding that these developers are specialized, they're in demand, and they require a strategic approach.
Absolutely. But hey, isn't that what makes this world so exciting? The constant challenges, the need to adapt, the search for those hidden gems.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Uh,
Now, before we wrap up this mini deep dive, let me leave you with something to ponder. If Tendermint is still relatively niche, is now the time to invest in this skill set.
Interesting question. Something to think about for sure. Get ahead of the curve, maybe.
Exactly. Because who knows what the future holds for Tendermint? One thing's for sure, it's going to be an interesting ride.
No doubt about it. The world of blockchain never sleeps. It's always evolving, always pushing boundaries. And that's what makes it so fascinating.
And that's a wrap on our mini deep dive into the world of Tendermint developers. We hope you found it insightful, even if you're not actively looking to hire one right now.
Knowledge is power, right?
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe this sparked a new interest, a new path for you to explore.
Exactly. So stay curious, keep learning, and never stop diving deep into the world of tech. Until next time.
Happy developing, everyone. It really is a special blend, isn't it? Like catching lightning in a bottle.
Totally. And you know what else adds to the complexity? Blockchain. It's always changing. New trends pop up every day. New technologies come out. The skills you need today might be obsolete tomorrow.
That's so true. Companies can't just think about what they need now. It's got to be about the future, too. Can this developer grow with the company? Keep learning.
It's about finding those passionate learners.
Right.
People who want to push the limits of blockchain, see what's possible. Speaking of pushing limits, we talked about Tendermint being kind of niche. Do you think that'll change? In the future, I mean.
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? Tendermint has definitely become more popular, especially with the Cosmos network. It's super robust, scalable, and you can create blockchains that can talk to each other if things keep going this way. Demand for Tendermint developers could skyrocket.
So maybe now's the time to get ahead of everyone else. Invest in these skills now, like hiring experienced devs or even training your current team.
It's definitely worth thinking about. Getting in early could give companies a real advantage. Imagine having a team of Tendermint experts ready to build the next generation of dApps. That's a powerful position to be in.
The future of Tendermint sounds full of potential, but for someone just starting out, it can feel overwhelming, right?
Absolutely. And that's where a resource like theperfectdeveloper.com can be a lifesaver. They really know their stuff, especially for those new to hiring blockchain devs or struggling to find that perfect Tendermint developer.
Their 5 questions tool is a fantastic place to start. It's quick, it helps you figure out what you need, like a roadmap to your ideal candidate, and connects you with the right resources, makes the whole hiring process way less stressful. So if you're ready to jump into Tendermint development, I highly recommend checking it out.
It's a simple tool, but so powerful, can save you so much time and headaches in the long run. It's all about finding the right people, the ones who can bring your blockchain vision to life.
And that brings us to the end of our mini deep dive on Tendermint developers. We covered a lot in just a few minutes, from their specialized skills and those impressive salaries to the challenges of finding top talent in a niche market.
We also talked about those all-important soft skills, cultural fit, and what the future might hold for the Tendermint ecosystem. Remember, a successful project starts with a strong team.
And finding those talented people takes a strategic approach, a deep understanding of the market, and being willing to invest in both hard and soft skills.
The world of blockchain thrives on innovation collaboration, pushing the boundaries of what we think is possible.
So whether you're a seasoned blockchain pro or just starting out, stay curious, keep learning, and never stop diving deeper into this amazing world of tech.
And if you're looking for that perfect Tendermint developer, don't forget to try out the 5 questions at theperfectdeveloper.com. It's the best way to start your search and find the talent you need to make your blockchain dreams a reality.
Until next time, happy developing, everyone. It really makes you think, doesn't it, about the potential. I mean, this niche tech could really shake things up. But okay, let's get back to brass tacks. For anyone out there thinking, hey, I need a Tendermint developer, what are the big things to keep in mind?
Well, first and foremost, remember those specialized skills we talked about. Tendermint devs, they're not just blockchain hobbyists, right? This is Tendermint Core, Cosmos SDK, that Byzantine fault tolerance. It's all second nature to them.
Which means, of course, they know their worth. Those salaries we discussed, they're not chump change.
Not at all. But that high demand, it means competition is fierce. Finding the right person, it can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack, especially because Tendermint is still relatively niche.
So how do you stand out? How do you snag those top-tier Tendermint developers and keep them around?
Think globally for starters. Don't limit yourself to just one location. Remote work, it's a game changer, opens up so many doors for both companies and developers. And of course, competitive compensation is a given. But it's not just about the money. Think about professional development too. offer training programs, send them to conferences, create a culture where they can constantly learn and grow.
Invest in your people. I like that. And we touched on this earlier, but it's not all about tech skills.
Right. Soft skills are absolutely essential.
Communication, teamwork, problem solving, all that good stuff.
Exactly. You can be the most brilliant coder out there, but if you can't communicate or work well with others, it's going to create problems.
It's got to be the whole package, right? Someone who can build amazing things, but also thrives in that fast-paced, collaborative world of blockchain. Finding that balance, that's the magic formula.
It's like finding that perfect puzzle piece. And honestly, that's where the perfectdeveloper.com comes in. They're pros at matching companies with top tech talent, including those hard-to-find Tendermint developers.
Their 5 questions tool, that's a great starting point. Helps you really zero in on your needs, figure out what your ideal candidate looks like, and ultimately makes the whole hiring process much smoother. Because at the end of the day, we want you to feel confident building that dream team.
Because the blockchain world is bursting with possibilities,
Yeah.
and having the right people on your side, that's what makes all the difference.
So if you're ready to dive headfirst into Tendermint development, don't wait. Go to theperfectdeveloper.com, try those 5 questions, and get ready to see what Tendermint can really do. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the exciting world of tech.
Until next time, happy developing, everyone.